It's Laura, and we are going to do a special live today. We've got some pretty big energies coming at the collective. I've got my laptop here. I do want to talk about the full moon in Cancer, which is not taking place until Monday next week. But I think we need to talk about it today because these energies are building. I grabbed 3 decks that we're going to work with. We're going to pull into all 12 zodiac signs and we're going to ask what we need to know about this full moon in Cancer. And so I, of course, picked the Heart's Hidden Secrets deck because full moons are all about unveiling or shining a light on something that's been hidden. Usually it's connected to something emotional when it comes to something we can't sit on, when it comes to expressing our feelings and our emotions. I grabbed the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. It was a beautiful deck that was gifted to me by a wonderful soul sister. Thank you. I wonder if you're in the chat. I hope you're in the chat. If you are, thank you. But I thought let's dig further into these energies and connect it to the chakras. And then we will get a closing message or almost like a guidance card with the Crystal Angels deck by Doreen Virtue. I have not used this deck in quite a while. And I know there's like a double card in here. And I have no idea how I ended up with a double card. Hello, Zandra. Welcome in. So these are the decks I picked, but I first want to talk about this full moon in Cancer. I've got it pulled up on my laptop, and gosh, I wish I could just flip it so you guys could see what's going on. And so if you have any major cardinal placements, especially Cancer or Capricorn placements, hello, Jolene, welcome in. It's nice to see you. This full moon is going to definitely be affecting you, especially if you have later degree placements in these signs, because we've got the sun in opposition to the moon at 23 degrees 59. Major energy of like a King of Wands, Five of Swords. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome in. And then we also have this Mars opposite Pluto energy playing out. And we do have Pluto in Aquarius. So we've got this very significant portal of energies playing out during the full moon in Cancer between the 6th and the 12th house and the 1st and the 7th house. And we will have the ascendant in Cancer during the full moon in my local area where I'm at. And so if you are a Cancer ascendant or a Capricorn ascendant, which will be the inverted energy of this full moon, we are definitely going to be feeling it. Yeah, you're going to be feeling it, Steph, and it's going to be an alchemy of some sort because you are a Capricorn rising. And so this full moon is going to be in your 7th house, and the sun is going to be sitting in your 1st house, most likely. And then we've got the Mars Pluto opposition between the 12th or between the 1st and the 7th house. And so Pluto is going to be sitting in the 7th house, but for you, it's going to be inverted, Steph, and it'll probably be in your 1st house. So these energies are loud. This is like a big energy between those houses, I feel, playing out. And then there's some other aspects as well. So I just feel this full moon is really clearing the pathway because we're also going to have the sun forming a trine to Uranus the same day as the full moon. Hello, Kelly. We're talking about the full moon in Cancer, which is taking place on Monday next week. And so my intentions are to get messages for each of the zodiac signs connected to this full moon. What does Spirit want us to know? How is this going to be affecting us? So really be mindful too, especially if you study your birth chart, where these houses will fall. Where do you have the house of Capricorn? Where do you have the house of Cancer? For me, it's going to be affecting my 5th and my 11th house. For those of you, like I said, that are a Cancer ascendant or have a Cancer moon or major placements like those, you will be more affected than the rest of us for sure, especially if it's late degree energy. And with Mars retrograde in Cancer too, these energies are pretty loud. So we're going to break it down for each zodiac. I hope everybody that's coming is in the chat. And then we're going to go a little bit further. So we're going to start off with Aries first, and we're going to work our way down. I got my little list. Oh, before I start into the zodiac signs, I did go back into the community tab and I looked at who voted. I had 5 votes for saying yes to a private Facebook group. So I will be looking into establishing a private Facebook group for the book club for those of you that have decided to read the book. And Stephanie and I were talking on the phone. I don't even remember when. The days kind of just blur. But I'm in agreement. This is a very hard read, actually. This book is not an easy read at all. So I have started listening to the book on YouTube because of the difficult reading aspects of this book when it comes to absorbing it. And I am quite and awesome. Hello, Anne. Welcome in. I am quite enjoying listening to the book versus reading the book, but I also feel this is the type of book where I want to take notes as I go along. So I do have a separate little mini journal that I'm going to take notes on when it comes to reading the book. So those of you in the book club, I will be starting a private Facebook group, and then it was a tie when it comes to the name of the group. And so it's a tie. I want you all to let me know down below what you feel about these two names. And hopefully I will come to a conclusion to name the Facebook group out of everybody's input. But it was a tie between Tenacious Taurus Rise and Read Book Club, and it was another tie between Tenacious Taurus, Mindful Musing. So the 6th and the 12th house. Okay. So yeah, we're really going to want to pay attention because the 12th house is about burying the past, Stephanie. The 12th house is the house of karma. It can be the house of undoing. It's the house that knows no bounds. And so, like we talked about, I think there's something major closing out here. So let's get into it with the signs without further ado. And we are going to start with Aries, and we are going to get a Heart's Hidden Secret deck. I saw one in reverse in the deck, and normally I don't have reversals when it comes to Oracle cards, so we'll see if it comes out. But what do we got for my Aries collective? Abandon. All right, Aries, it's feeling pretty heavy. So this full moon, you got to think you're a cardinal sign. This full moon will be affecting you, especially if you have Aries or Libra placements. And so you might be working through some type of an abandonment wound during the full moon in Cancer, Aries, whether you walked away from somebody or somebody's walking away from you. The energy is feeling very cold, left out, and abandoned. And when we think about the moon in Cancer, it is connected to the mother. And we all have mother wounds that we kind of got to work through. And so there is this feeling of working through a deep-seated abandonment wound that's likely connected to childhood. Even if you're going through something right now in the moment that is not connected to childhood, this is to trigger this abandonment wound to come to the surface, I feel, in order to be cleared during the full moon. So we're going to get a chakra card, a tarot card with the chakra wisdom tarot deck. So what do you got for us for Aries spirit? What is this abandoned energy all about? Well, it's time to rise, Aries. There you are, the Queen of Wands. I feel third eye energy. It's kind of like indigo, violet, a little bit of blue in the card. It's not quite throat chakra, I don't feel. I do feel whatever is being triggered, connected to some type of abandonment wound, is to open you up to a new perspective. And so we all have the ability to take our deep-seated wounds and to turn it into treasured gold. And so maybe there's something being birthed during this full moon or illuminated, connected to you stepping into being some type of visionary leader. And so the Queen of Wands has passion. She's fiery. She's magnetic. And so how can you take this painful lesson of abandonment and turn it into a new creative project? Because I do feel you're seeing something very clearly here. And it's kind of time to take those next guided steps forward. And so I feel the journey through the tarot to become that empress is what's coming through for you, Aries. When we think of all of the queens in the tarot, we got to start with the Queen of Wands, and then we work our way through to the Queen of Cups, then the Queen of Swords, and then we get to the Queen of Pentacles. And there was a big loud crash upstairs. I don't know what just happened with Savvy. I hope she's okay. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to see what the crystal angel message is for you, Aries. That felt like a great big tower, and everything that happens during a reading is meant to happen during a reading. So I think you might have some type of tower moment playing out here during the full moon or throughout the weekend leading up to the full moon, Aries. So what is the crystal message, Diamond? Yeah, you are in the grittiness of some type of closing of a cycle is what this feels like. And so you think of the diamond, you're under pressure. I'm hearing that song. Is it? I don't even know who sings it. Under pressure. Anyway, so it's like you're under pressure right now, Aries, in order for you to see your worth and your value. And it doesn't matter who leaves you out, who walks away from you, who treats you with a sense of coldness. You have the ability to know your worth and your value. And so on the other side of this chaos and conflict, I feel you're going to be shining bright like a diamond. And so this is really coming into play, I feel, with this light shining down on understanding just how precious you truly are and stepping into your worth and stepping into your value. So that's what I got for you, Aries. We're going to move on to my Taurus collective next. And like always, everyone, please feel free to apply this to your sun, moon, rising, your Venus, your Jupiter, and your North Node placement. So listen to all of the signs. I find for myself, I resonate more with the rising, the further along the journey I get, but that might not apply to all of you. But what do we got for a message for Taurus, please? What does Taurus need to know about this full moon in Cancer? What is coming in? What's being revealed when it comes to a heart's hidden secret? What do you got for Taurus? Gonna take it. You're going into the depth, into the deep. Okay, so pay attention to where this full moon is sitting at in your chart, Taurus, because there's a new important awareness coming through. And I do think about your value too. And so you might be finding yourself deep in some shadow work. This full moon in Cancer, I know for me, like I said, it's in the 5th house. But if you look at the fins on her feet, one is a black fin and one is a white fin. And so something about alchemizing and balancing the importance of the inner masculine and the inner feminine energies is what's coming through for you. And so you could definitely be coming into a new awareness about this integration of these two energies during this full moon. So what do we got for a tarot message? Oh, we got two come flying right out. Ah, yes, Taurus. We got the Princess of Swords and the Devil. So look at this Devil card. It is connected to the sacral chakra. And we see the Devil is trying to sneak up behind you here. So do not be tempted to lower your standards, I think, is a message, because I do think you've been practicing self-love. You've been honoring your truth, sharing your truth. The Princess of Swords, kind of like the Page of Swords. And so this is about cutting out anything that is no longer serving your path with love. Right? We can speak lovingly and cut things out, but there could be like a shadow of something of the past coming back around. There's that Capricorn energy. The Devil is ruled by Capricorn, and you're being asked to use this sword to cut out anything that is no longer serving the path, because the Devil is definitely temptations. There could be a need to really sit and address any unhealthy patterns, whether it's food, your work habits, your social media habits. What is actually blocking the path forward for you when it comes to really setting those clear intentions? So what is the crystal angel message for Taurus? Oh, I thought there was going to be a poker, but it didn't come through. But we got this one coming through. So we get Rubelite. I hope I've said that right. And I just feel like you're coming into some new downloads, some new codes, a newfound awareness about your passion and your purpose and what is blocking you from really gaining that momentum and the motivation. And so I know I've got this Mars retrograde sitting in my 5th house, and my creative motivation is like non-existent. And so as you've noticed, I'm posting like one video a week on YouTube, because the creative aspects of the journey is kind of put on hold for me. Yeah, so social media break, I'm feeling that for sure, a detox for myself too, because I could just scroll for hours and it's definitely a distraction, right? And so you gotta cut out all of these unhealthy patterns in order to really maybe come into some newfound awareness. The Princess of Swords too is all about research, gaining some new information. And so I do feel this full moon is really showing you what's blocking your motivation to do this meaningful work when it comes to what is dear to you on the heart. So get ready to face temptations and to cut out temptations this full moon for you, Taurus. Okay, we are going to move on to Gemini next. So messages for Gemini, please. What do you got for my Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node? Okay. So I am going to take this other one because it's kind of peeking out. So we do get a second chance. There could be an opportunity for a second chance here, Gemini. However, that resonates with you. It does speak of reconciliation, making amends, and an opportunity maybe to take a chance, but it could be risky, right? When I think of dice, I think of taking a gamble. And so it might be like a crapshoot because maybe you're dealing with somebody that has caused you a lot of pain. So there could be a lot of apprehension here and fear. There's like this very cautious energy about, hey, can we reconcile these differences? Is it time to make amends? Is this opportunity really bringing forward a second chance, or is it just a repetition of a pattern that has caused you pain? And so with the back energy, you see this person with the back, it's like almost like an underlying, I feel like a 10 of Swords energy there. So let's see what this second chance is all about for you, Gemini, with the tarot. What is this all about for Gemini? Okay, so they both come out pretty loud with a vengeance in reverse, and every card in this deck I placed upright before the live. So I am going to take them in reversed. And so we get throat chakra energy. We get the Justice card in reversed and the Knight of Cups. And so there is almost like a detachment when it comes to some type of a connection here, a love connection with the Knight of Cups reverse. And the Justice in reverse is saying something here is not balanced. Something here has not really been equal. And so there might be a need to get really honest. Is this second chance actually an opportunity to reconcile? Or is this going to lead down the same pathway again? Because we got to remember, guys, we've got the North Node moving from Aries into Pisces. The true North Node will shift on the 11th, which is 2 days before the full moon. And the means North Node will shift into Pisces on the 29th. So there's a massive clearing, Gemini, going on between the 11th of January and the 29th. And so that whole North Node in Aries was asking us to choose ourselves. And then this, I feel, is representative of the South Node in Libra saying, hey, we had a huge opportunity over the last 18 months to break the patterns, to break the relationship patterns when it comes to unrequited love situations. And this is the home stretch. Do you want to keep repeating these cycles, or do you want to create that balance? And so don't be afraid to walk away if you are being asked to, hey, let's give it a try. Let's give it a second chance, because the Knight of Cups for me in reversed is kind of the energy of the smiling liar. Somebody that really doesn't have staying power. They can speak words of love, but they don't have the actions to back up what it is that they're saying. And so I feel there's really a need to take a step back this full moon and leading into the full moon and ask yourself, do you still want to keep playing into a cycle where maybe it's feeling a little bit like unrequited love? So what is the crystal angels? Oh my gosh, and they come all flying out. I'm going to flip these back. I'm going to take the one that landed on the surface upright. So there could be a fallout. And so I just feel there is a lack of emotional support because it was in reverse. And so are you bending your heart? Are you bending your boundaries just because you want to stay connected to somebody? I do feel the ruby is saying you've got spiritual support all around you when it comes to healing and mending your broken heart, when it comes to perhaps an unrequited love situation. And so sometimes we get a tower and we don't see it as a blessing in disguise. But in hindsight, we can look back and say, yeah, this truly was a blessing in disguise, because I do feel a lack of emotional support here, Gemini. And so that's what I got for you. We're going to move on to Cancer next. Yeah, I felt that in my gut a little bit too. Okay. Cancer. Messages for Cancer, please. So pay attention, Cancer. This is loud. I'm sure this is going to be loud for Cancer. Karma. So there is, karma goes both ways. Let's just say that, right? There's karma goes both ways. What we put out there, we get back. There was another big loud thump. I don't know what is going on up there with Savannah today. Okay. Consequences, cause and effect, and debts. And so there could be a clearing of some karmic debt, Cancer, during this full moon. I just feel becoming untangled out of some type of entanglement. And so we all have to face the consequences of our past actions. And so cause and effect is for all of us to kind of take in. This might be a message for all of us, but let's see what this karma is all about. Jeepers, creepers. The energy is very loud. I'm going to take all four of them. And like I said, they all flipped out in reverse. So we do have the sun in opposition to the moon in Cancer. So if you are a Cancer moon, this is going to be loud. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in reversed, the Four of Swords in reverse. So we've got heart chakra energy coming through. The Four of Swords upright usually indicates the death of an idea, a relationship, person. The Four of Swords in reverse is saying maybe it's time to bring yourself back to life. Maybe it's time to stop looking back on the past. I do feel it's time to break yourself free from some type of dark night of the soul situation here, because now we've got the Eight of Swords in reversed with the Sun reversed. And so I do feel there's this oppositional energy, right? The Sun is representative of Leo, but we will have the Sun in Capricorn during the full moon. And so there might be a moment in time where you're going to need to recognize where you have been blocking your own blessings with the wheel reversed. The wheel of fortune in reverse for me is just saying you're blocking something here. It's like you're keeping your foot stuck in the wheel. Yeah. I do feel there's a clearing of karma, though. The sun reversed is saying it's time to step back into the light. It's time to break yourself free from a negative, repetitive pattern. And so get ready to work through some fears connected to the base chakra. There could be emotional security fears being released. There could be financial security fears being released. The sun for me, I'm going to say you're going to be receiving some visions about what it is you need to break free from to stop this karmic loop from repeating. So let's see what the crystal angel messages are for you, Cancer, because I just feel you've done enough heart healing. It's time to stop the healing process. When we can get addicted to healing, we really can. And so it's time to tell yourself, I'm done enough healing. I'm healed. I'm all done keeping my foot stuck in the wheel. It's time to move forward. Stop looking back. Okay. And I got two out for you. I got Moonstone and Sapphire. So heightened intuition for sure, especially if you're a Cancer moon. And so be extra aware of your deep inner knowingness. You are coming into heightened information, heightened intuition, and it's really time to trust these messages that are coming through. And then we get the sapphire. So easy does it. Okay, Cancer, easy does it. This is all kind of shining a light, I feel, on your health, your happiness, and a new sense of abundance. And so this is really, I feel, shifting the energy as to how you approach your life and your work moving forward. So I'll get ready to pay off some karmic debt this full moon, Cancer. Yeah, all done with healing stuff. Okay. Leo, what do we got for Leo? Messages from my Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Holy cow, they're coming out loud. All right, we got some heart fog here, Leo. We got some heart fog. Whether you're giving mixed signals or you're receiving mixed signals, very interesting. I all of a sudden have a phlegmy block on my throat. So you could have somebody definitely giving you mixed signals. Maybe their words aren't matching their actions, Leo. But I do feel either you've got blocked emotions, which is messing up this clarity, or you're blocking, or somebody is blocking their emotions, trying to mess you up. And then we get bitterness and foundation. So there is a family foundation in focus here. So we can talk about the established family when it comes to your lineage. It could be about that. It could be about the family security you've already built. But there is this anger, this resentment, this very messed up emotional energy that is creating fogginess. And so perhaps there's going to be some clarity about some type of family situation. It could be immediate family. It could be extended family. Sorry, I just see my mom pulled in and left again. But I do feel there really is a need to release any negative emotions in order to clear up whatever it is that you can't see right now in these energies. It just feels really, really messy. And so it might be time to change tracks. It might be time to leave a family pattern behind and establish your own new sense of security. But bitterness, resentment, and anger are all emotions that we do have to work through. But I feel they are creating a sense of fogginess. So, what is the crystal wisdom tarot message that Leo needs to hear connected to these energies? I do feel about the home. It could be a father wound. It could be looking back at your own childhood here for sure. Kind of looks like a father and son on the tracks here, but I just feel with the train tracks, it's time to change tracks here. So what is the tarot that we're going to pair with this for Leo spirit? Oh my goodness, like great big piles. I can't take that. Let's try that again. Leo, I'm not taking 6 cards. I won't have enough cards for the rest of the zodiac signs. All right, what do we got for Leo? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take the 2 that flipped over. Oh, and the foundation. I guess we better take those 2 too, because that's how I took it. Spirit works in mysterious ways. So there is a block here. There's that father energy that I felt. And so I just feel there's this energy of like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. You got to look back at something from the past, I feel, connected to a father wound. And maybe there's been abandonment. Maybe there is underlying anger, resentment, and bitterness. Maybe there's some hurtful words that were spoken in the past. But I do feel there is a need to kind of make sense of something here, especially when it comes to a father wound. That's really what's coming through for you, Leo. And so the 6 of coins is saying something here isn't balanced. Look at this 6 of coins. We've got these 4 of coins down here, which is basically the energy that you're putting out there. And you're only getting 2 coins back. And so there's something here that is lacking balance with the 6 of coins. There could also be something here deep below the surface that you have repressed, Leo, connected to a father that has created almost this sense of disillusionment. So being disillusioned about a father. And then this 2 of swords is saying, hey, like there's rose-colored glasses on here. So there's kind of a need to kind of unblock the heart and release these negative emotions because there is blocked emotions. That's for sure. And so there's something here that needs to be brought back into balance, even if it's just your emotions. This 7 of Cups is saying get ready to go into some type of purge here that maybe you've been blocking for quite some time when it comes to something on the heart here, because cups are emotions. So what do we got for a crystal angel message for Leo? That's feeling pretty heavy, Leo. So the message for you is stay strong in your faith. So I feel, Leo, there's definitely a positive outcome. So keep a positive mindset. But I just feel maybe there's some type of codependency here that needs to be broken free from as well. So the pink for me is saying really focus on what it is that you want to create. But I just feel you're going through some type of breaking free of an illusion, whether it's connected to an actual partner that is a mirror reflection of a father wound or an actual father wound itself. So you could be speaking hurtful words to your father or a partner, or it could be inverted, however you take that. But stay strong. Stay strong throughout this process, okay, Leo? So we are going to move on to Virgo next. What do we got for Virgo? I just saw the bluffing card. So there's a mask here. So messages for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Hot and cold. There's a situation here where you might need to make a decision and you might be feeling a little bit conflicted about this decision. You might have multiple choices here. I just feel maybe you're dealing with somebody where 1 minute they're hot and heavy for you and the next minute they feel cold and detached. And so you might have a big decision to make here. Do you want to keep going forward in this connection, or do you want to maybe seek out another option? Maybe there are other choices here. We have multiple soulmates, Virgo. So what do we got with the tarot for Virgo connected to this conflicted energy? I'm feeling Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini, doesn't have to be. But we get the King of Wands. You're definitely conflicted, I feel, considering the King of Wands come out maybe about a potential suitor. I feel you're going to be receiving divine downloads connected to options. And so you could be dealing with somebody, absolutely, that's hot and cold. The King of Wands has a lot of passion, right? But he's kind of just sitting there on his throne. He's not really taking action. And so if somebody is connected to you and not really taking action towards you, I think it's really time to sit with that and say, hey, is this worth it? I got a decision to make here, I think, is what Leo or Virgo is saying. But I feel Leo, too, with the King of Wands, could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. This could be you needing to take action and make a choice. But I just feel, yeah, a back and forth situation here. And the King of Wands is saying it's time to act on that. So we get fluorite and amethyst. So another energy of the crown and third eye. And so something is going to be revealed to you about this King of Wands and maybe about yourself. And so you allow others, or you teach others how to treat you based on how you treat yourself. And so maybe you've been allowing people to kind of take advantage of you, Virgo, and it's time for you to tap into the real you. Maybe this person will love you for exactly who you truly are. But I do feel there's like an inconsistency here with somebody that you're dealing with. And the fluorite card is saying, hey, this is all about authenticity. So if something makes you nervous, if something makes you feel like your whole world's being turned inside out, then maybe that's not authentically meant for you. But I do feel the fluorite is asking you to just be yourself. Just be yourself. If you're the one feeling hot and cold and you're not sure and you want to keep your options open, just be yourself and know that you are attractive and lovable inside and out, and just really love yourself for who you truly are. This full moon, I think, is going to reveal how to step into that most authentic essence. And maybe you're dealing with somebody that is serving as a mirror in order for you to choose that path. So we are going to move on to Libra next. So messages for Libra, please. Messages for Libra. Okay, two come out. I see one here and I see one here. Libra, intimacy and family. So the energy is fertile is what I want to say for you, Libra, to plant that seed, because we've got the north node right now, if I look, sitting at 0 degrees 48, which puts the south node in Libra at 0 degrees 48. So what I want to say is, what do you need to walk away from? Walk away from everything that isn't in alignment with you manifesting this beautiful family, this bonded, sensual family structure with somebody. And so plant that seed, because there's a huge opportunity, I feel, for something to come to fruition connected to family. So maybe you are a Cancer fourth house. I don't think that is how that would work for, probably be a Cancer 10th house if you were a a Libra rising, I would think, if I'm correct. But there could be something very faded going on here for you, Libra. So if you don't want to get pregnant, then don't be going out there and letting people plant seeds. I don't know who that message is for. But the energy really is fertile, I feel, for some type of bonding within a relationship that could lead to a long-lasting family foundation here, Libra. That's feeling pretty good. So what is the tarot got to say about this? Oh, wow, that one come out pretty loud. Six of Wands. Whatever is going on here for you, Libra, you've got victory. You've got success around the corner. So turn your back on everything that you need to walk away from here, because I do feel there's some type of intimate connection coming in where you do have a deep spiritual bond, and maybe somebody will come in with some type of confession. I feel a confession about wanting a family with you is also possible, Libra. So you've got victory here. You've got success, maybe after years of facing challenges. Oh my goodness, the cards are so loud today. We get Sujolite. I hope I said that right. Aqua Aura came out for you, Libra, and we get Jade. And so this really is recovering your overall health, your overall wellness. It's here. Victory is here. I do feel you've gone through some type of Kundalini activation, and now there's going to be communication coming, healthy communication. There is some type of communication coming in for you, Libra. I feel a heart-to-heart discussion, a heart-to-heart conversation, a very clear, assertive, communication is going to be taking place and might help you understand this person better. It might even help you be understood. But I feel you are being asked to own your divine power, and you are releasing codependencies. I feel people pleasing energies, and you're stepping into empowerment. So I just want to say, well done, Libra. Beautiful energies for Libra. Messages for Scorpio, please. What do we got for Scorpio? Next, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Scorpio, what is the heart's hidden secret for Scorpio? Oh, jeepers. Okay, we get a finality here. Yeah, it's pretty beautiful energy, Xandra. Take it, claim it. We get finality and broken for Scorpio. There could be a final farewell when it comes to a relationship cycle. There's something here that needs to be left behind. I'm feeling the Ten of Swords energy with the finality, Scorpio. And I just feel you're going to feel completely shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. And so maybe it's time to leave the pain behind. Maybe that's the message, Scorpio. It's time to leave the pain behind and to finally create that closure. Something here needs to be said goodbye to. It's almost time to, it's like, it's just like, once again, we got this person on a track. He's wearing a baseball outfit. It looks like a baseball uniform. So somebody here I feel has been playing games. Baseball is a game. It's a sport. And maybe it's time to say goodbye to the games. And maybe this is going to hurt. Maybe you're breaking your own heart in order to create that closure. But it does feel like a separation, a painful ending. So what does the tarot got to say about this for Scorpio? I know Scorpio the last few weeks has been pretty heavy. But what is this finality all about? Oh my goodness, Scorpio. Well, we get the Ace of Coins. So there is a brand new beginning here. And because it is connected to the base chakra, I think there's fear about closing out a cycle here. Maybe fear of the unknown. We get the Moon. And this is a huge indication of fear. We get the Seven of Wands, the Fool, and the Seven of Swords. And so 7 is a very divine number. And I just feel like you've known this truth for a while. You've been blocking your own path. This person is holding the Five of Swords. And so there's almost an energy of self-betrayal. I feel blocking the path. The Seven of Wands is saying it's time to step into a new cycle. It's time to step towards victory. There's a need to protect what it is that you've built. And the Fool is saying, I think you're feeling a little bit foolish here, but there is a new opportunity to start over in a whole new direction. You might have to turn your back on a situation here, Scorpio. The Five of Swords, I just feel, is like self-sabotaging behavior. Do not sabotage your path forward, because there is a beautiful opportunity for a clean slate here, but there is something that will likely need to be left behind, something that was hidden or something that you've not wanted to see or admit. But the Moon is saying face your fears. There's going to be a major revelation, and it's going to lead you down a brand new path. So to go with this, we get Lapis Lazuli. There is going to be a life-changing experience during this full moon in Cancer, Scorpio. And so Cancer energy does trine Scorpio and Pisces. And so this is like the sword of truth, the sword that severs. And so there is some big, big blessed change. And it might feel like it's not a blessing, but the divine is supporting you to go through this life-changing experience, epiphany, and change. And so get ready for some massive unexpected changes under the full moon in Cancer for you, Scorpio, okay? All right. Sagittarius is up next. We're going to get messages for Sag. I just saw the boundaries card, so you might need to put your boundaries in place. We do have Mercury now finally in Capricorn, so it's out of Sagittarius. But maybe during that Mercury retrograde, you went through some type of heart opening, and there's going to be the completion of that heart opening during this full moon in Cancer. And so opening up to a new adventure, taking a risk. It might feel like free falling. I'm hearing that song in my head, Trust Fall by Pink right now, Sagittarius. So I think you are receptive to the unlimited, unbound possibilities. And so it's time for a new adventure, and you are all about adventure, Sagittarius. So I feel, what I feel is ascension and an opening of the heart. So you might be feeling very vulnerable during the full moon. So what do we got for Sagittarius? Yeah, we've got this King of Cups, Ten of Wands, laying down a burden, maybe purging some type of heart pain. We can all embody this King of Cups energy, but this full moon in Cancer is saying it's a long overdue release of a heavy, heavy burden, Sagittarius. And so I feel this is you taking back your power. That's what I feel is going on here. You're taking back your power. You're stepping into the light. Maybe you've been contemplating this for quite some time, maybe since the Lionsgate portal last summer, maybe since Cancer season last summer. Whatever seed you planted at the Cancer new moon and Cancer season is coming to fruition. And so I just feel the laying down of a long-standing burden. And there is a brand new beginning in love here for sure. And so get ready to open your heart to a whole new adventure, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. And we get Sheroid. I don't even know if I said that right. And Sodalite. So you are being spiritually protected. Okay, you're being spiritually protected. You are being watched over and protected emotionally, physically, and energetically by your guides and by the divine. And so this full moon is asking you to join in, to open up your heart to all the new friendships and connections that are coming on your path. And maybe it's time to get involved in a social group or social effort here. But I just feel you are stepping into all kinds of new possibilities, Sagittarius, after laying down something that you've carried that maybe isn't even yours to carry and stepping back into your worth and your power. So trust that you are protected. Okay. All right. We are going to get a message for Capricorn next. What do we got for Capricorn? Silence. Interesting. All right, this full moon might bring in silence. Maybe it's time to sit in silence. Maybe you're going to find somebody stonewalling you, ghosting you, or no words. Or maybe you're closing out a cycle with a ghoster or somebody that has been completely silent and has been ignoring you and not speaking to you and stonewalling you. But I feel this is a big message, I think, too, in sitting in silence. Maybe it's time to withdraw communication with somebody and stonewall somebody who has kind of silenced you. But the tarot to go with this is, yeah, it's time to move on. You're moving on. We get the Six of Swords. So that's interesting. Just very simple cards coming out for Capricorn, but it's just time to move on. And so this Six of Swords, we see a woman and her daughter in a boat. It's time to move on. It's time to put the past behind you. It's time to put the pain behind you, especially if you've been dealing with somebody that has been manipulating you through blocked communication. But the Six of Swords is saying it's time to just get to calmer waters. It's time to calm your inner emotions. And maybe it's time to stonewall somebody right back. I definitely feel that you're just moving on. You're all done with people that manipulate you, that stonewall you, that use their words to confuse you. And so it's time to go ghost on somebody is what I'm feeling. It's time to go ghost right back. So if somebody ghosts you, respect the dead and move on and leave them behind. So what is the Crystal Angel card for Capricorn? Smoky Quartz. Clearing negativity. This is beautiful. And they're all kind of in alignment with the same color. And so I'm hearing that song by Taylor Swift. It's Blue. Is it Blue Summer? Or I don't know, something about blue. But you are clearing negativity from within you and around you, and you're moving forward. So you might want to work with some smoky quartz. Okay, Capricorn? We're going on to Aquarius next. Messages for Aquarius definitely goes hand in hand, those two, right? Okay, Aquarius. We get withdrawn in reversed. I can't even. And confession. I can't even make this up. So there could be somebody coming clean. You could be coming clean to somebody if you've been withdrawn. This is kind of like the Hermit card for me, withdrawn, and maybe it's time to come out of hiding. Maybe you've been hiding in plain sight, avoiding coming clean with a message. There could be an unexpected confession coming through with you, Aquarius. And this is just this energy too, I feel, of like a coming to Jesus moment. Maybe a lot is being unveiled. But I do feel it's time to stop withdrawing and it's time to get to come clean. Coming clean. Very interesting. What is this all about, Aquarius? Oh my goodness. Okay. The Empress. Okay, you could resonate as this Empress. You could resonate as this Empress. You could have somebody coming forward and coming clean to you, or you could be coming clean to an Empress. Now, I know all of you on my membership are Divine Feminine. And so if you have strong Aquarius placements, or if you're dealing with an Aquarius and you resonate as a Divine Feminine, get ready for somebody to come clean with some type of messages. That's quite possible under this full moon, because I just feel there's an offer coming. Somebody owes you an apology is what that feels like. And so stay centered in your heart. And then we get appetite is the crystal stone message. And so progress, not perfection. So I think maybe you're learning to stop comparing yourself to others, right? We are all unique. We are all individuals focused on how far you've come and all that you've learned. But I do feel there's a confession coming to some type of Empress energy, because she is the epitome of unconditional love. And so if somebody has withdrawn communication from you and has been kind of hiding in plain sight, I think get ready for some unexpected communication. Very interesting. Always with the Aquarius, always. Okay. Last but not least, what do we got for Pisces? We get the chaser. So either you're chasing somebody or somebody is in hot pursuit of you. Somebody that's been resistant to something here. We see the football player on the card. And so what I want to say is touchdown. Somebody is coming in and they're touching down. They're getting grounded and they're coming in chasing is what this feels like, in hot pursuit. I can't even. Okay. We've got the 8 of coins. Pisces. We've got the King of Coins. We've got the World to the Queen of Cups. So I just feel somebody is in hot pursuit of bringing in a solid offer. So there you are, Pisces, the Queen of Cups. I think you've got somebody here that wants to offer you something. They're coming in and they're saying, hey, I'm ready to really put in the work here. I've got these 7 of coins here. I'm ready to plant a seed. I'm ready to close out old cycles, and I'm ready to start something new. And so somebody is coming and chasing enlightenment is what this feels like, Pisces. And they're after you. They want your love. They recognize the love that you have to give. And they're saying, holy crap, look at that great big cup of love, Pisces. You've got an earth sign coming in. Could be a Virgo. It doesn't have to be, but there is definitely this energy of somebody is coming in with some type of proposal, I feel, quite possibly offering you some type of commitment, because it looks like she's wearing a wedding dress. And so somebody is coming in hot and heavy, wanting to invest in you, Pisces, really is what this is feeling like. And we get Peridot, life lessons. Well, that just definitely coincides with the world. So life lessons. Breaking free from recurring negative patterns and praying to know the lesson and blessings that they contain. And so when you learn the lesson, in come the blessings. And I think you got somebody in hot pursuit of you, Pisces. So that was kind of fun. That's what we got for all of the zodiacs today. I really enjoyed today, like I do all of the time. I hope everybody has a wonderful full moon. I do look forward to seeing you next week. Oh, is it Virgo's birthstone? That I did not know, Stephanie. Very good to know. So I do feel there could be a Virgo coming towards a Pisces. It doesn't have to be, or somebody with prominent Virgo placements, but that was fun today. That was pretty interesting. There was a little bit of up and down type energies. So I will get that Facebook group started, guys, and I think we're going to call it Tenacious Taurus Rise and Read, because we're on the rise this year, right? We're on the rise and we're ready to read. We're ready to learn. We're ready to grow. So I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of the channel, for being a part of the membership, and I will see you all next week.